Janis are the priests, the depository of the legends and the tradition of the tribe. Nirantali, I think, is a primeval form of Tarnipenu. It's the same goddess, and shall be imagined as a young lady. In the myth of the creation, is told that is traveling in the darkness in a kind of known place, or in this time of the creation, finding a suitable place for giving birth to the humanities and other living beings. They compare, for example, like the seeds of rice or maybe cereal in a pot. Problem is that Nirantali was not able to find a proper place, and at the end, desperate, she began to cry. From the tears of the goddess rise the light of the sun, and from water and sun, the manifestation has been created, and that was the story. The Kutyas have this myth of the birth of the beings in Sopangara. It's a sacred place that is a kind of hole in the earth that is remembering or re-evoking a kind of birth from the uterus of Mother Earth. Animal and non-animals came out from this hole one by one, like the ants, like the termites from a termite nest. That is very interesting. That is also overlapping the sacredness of termite nest that we have all around India. This is a kind of image of synthesis of the microcosm in the macrocosm. And then the story, it is long, I have many images. I found interesting this idea of the water, the tears of the mother, and then the light. Water and fire, the water and sun. I remember Gianni told me that the first beings to be born from this hole were the ants, then the ants with wings, and many other insects, and then other animals. This is also important because the humans are not the first and not the last. They are in between. So this means that human beings are only one of the many agencies that we have in this beautiful world. There's another story connecting the human dimension with the dimension, the world of trees and the jungle. Because in another version of the Kuyani is told that Nirantali, to imagine this beautiful girl, this beautiful goddess, decided to take a bath in a pond, and she decided to remove all the dress, and she covered his body with turmeric, and she entered in the water. And from the surface of this pond, this gave rise to the first specimens of bamboo. And the reason why ponds and bamboo and trees and the forest, sal, of course, saja, and then other trees are considered to be sacred for Kondh, and they address to them like people of the forest. The story is telling that the first ladies among the Kondh villages and the first man decide to find a suitable place to establish the first villages, and while the man had the duty to cut the forest and give fire. This is the so-called slash and burn, the jhum cultivation. So they have the duty to perform this technique of jhum cultivation. The women of the villages had the duty to plant the first seed. And when they performed for the first time, they found suitable place, the goddess Dharnipenu requests the first sacrifice. So the birth of agriculture has been connected with the myth of foundation and the myth of creation. And that I found really, really intriguing. the Britons discovered this story of the celebration of human sacrifice, and this was an additional reason to expand the war and the control on the tribal area. This conflict that I think is one of the darkest pages of colonial history because it's never been told.
My England ti madam ane tachana photography nenje tani dai bajananga iri mai kutia Kondh संस्कृति इतिहास परंपरा गाणी कथा तनी जो
रिसर्च गिवन गाइस
रिसर्च यानगा बहिता लिपि बदाने छपयाने तापरे बहिता पडलाने तापरे जो मैडम इंग्लैंड कटा बाजाने मैडम इना